right into this one. Hi, everyone. This one is obviously night time. Sorry, I was gonna say night 2. I've been indulging in a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's. Regardless, yes, this is Adventure 2 nighttime, so same as last time, it's a voiceover, and all that stuff. As you can see, just by my webcam footage, I was eating cereal while I did this. I was really hungry, so ignore that a little bit. You'll also notice this happens a lot this episode. I forgot to put Gravebuster in my arsenal, so I don't have any means by which to destroy the graves. The other problem I found with doing nighttime, and it made it especially boring compared to daytime, is the fact that you always kind of have to start off with the same pattern, and then from there do the creative things. Whereas you had options and you had a bit of wiggle room with daytime, with nighttime you always have to start off, or at least the way I see it, you always have to start off with the sun shroom and the puff shroom, and from there slowly replace the puff shrooms for the more expensive plants that you want. So it's a very slow and repetitive process that I happened to not really enjoy too much. It does kind of suck that I'll have to return to that not too far from now when I do the fog. But yeah, no, I still had fun. I tried to use plants that I didn't get to use too much, or at least I haven't used in a while. So you got the frost shroom in there, you got magnet shroom was, a required one, but still. And you see me looking up a lot, and I'll go a little bit more into detail about this when I talk at the end of the video. Fact of the matter is, I was watching Dan TDM's playthrough of Spider-Man 2 for the PS5, and honestly, I'm really loving that series. You guys should check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, I just finished drinking the milk to my cereal. Yeah, so I don't know, I was really into that, and I was playing this at the same time, and honestly, thank God I put on something, because, like I said, it's the same repetitive motion. And like last time, I was trying to find the quickest way to kill all these zombies so I could get through the levels faster. I got through it about the same speed. You'll notice that this video is quite similar in time length to the last one. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be as much of an accessible way to kill zombies that quickly in nighttime mode, because most of the shrooms and whatnot don't do that much. I mean, and if they are like really helpful, they're usually a short range, with the exception of something like Scaredy Shroom, which, I mean, I guess I could have used more. I sometimes forget how good Scaredy Shroom can be. But yeah, no, so I started using Flaming Peas, as you can see here. I don't know how I managed to get the most I did. That looks so ridiculous, sped up. But yeah, I'm even using garlic here, and garlic, I think I played around with this episode. I think I found like a really funny thing to do with garlic that I think I'm gonna stick around and do more when I hit the pool, because garlic was just funny. But yeah, no, you see me return to corn right here, and why not? Corn's usually a very helpful 100 sun plant that just assists you when it can slow enemies down. And sure, it does a little bit less damage when it's just flinging corn seeds, but it is what it is. Regardless, I don't remember what time I started this video at. I mean, like, the recording of it, somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m., I think. But I could be wrong about that. It has been about a week since I've recorded. And yeah, here you go. You can see me do it at the bottom, the garlic thing. The zombies they jump like 5 times, and it's so funny. I found such a fun time doing that. And yeah, now we're playing whack the zombie, whack-a-mole, I guess, with zombies. I forget if it has a specific name, but it looks so weird. Yeah, no, I tried to make an effort to destroy as many of the graves as I can. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I can never seem to do that. And then this time around, yeah, again, it's the same repetitive motion every time. 2 rows of puff shrooms, 2 rows of sun shrooms. And from there, you kind of just adjust your plan accordingly. Gravebuster, I that's what I usually did. I usually took out the graves first, just that way I didn't have interference later, and then I focused my sun on what I really wanted, which were catapults and whatnot. And I did find 3 plants for my Zen garden this episode. One ended up being a puff shroom, one ended up being a sun shroom, and one ended up being a hypno shroom. So that was interesting. They're all asleep right now because I don't have the Zen garden for the mushrooms, but it was still interesting nonetheless because I really didn't expect that to happen. As for what else is happening here, yeah, the nighttime also spams the jocks, quite frequently. And here we go, we got another case of me forgetting to add Gravebuster, and the video's too sped up to really see it, but I am super displeased by this fact, because I was like, damn, there's so many graves, I'm missing a couple bucks that I could have made off of it. But alas, here we are. So I kind of just gotta make do with what I got. And yeah, I try to emphasize using the fume shrooms more in this episode, because they're efficient for taking out multiple zombies. I think they're actually one of the few plants that can deal damage to multiple zombies, aside from maybe the watermelon pulse. There's not too much, aside from the one-offs, that can deal a lot of damage to several zombies at once, which again is nerfed due to his short range. So yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed that little edit right there. I was making sure I didn't voice over that when I did it, so I paused a little bit early, and I apologize for that. But yeah, no, when I was making this video, when I was playing the game, I saw that out of the corner of my eye when it happened, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. And then I made the thing, because honestly, I looked at it, and I already had a picture in my head of how I wanted to do. That's something you'll find if you're new to the channel. I don't often make like huge edits to my videos. Maybe once or twice I'll cut something out, or I'll just speed up the content because it's a boring part that I already knew before I began editing that I want to cut out. If I'm gonna do a specific edit, I usually have it planned out in my head before I even get to the editing process. Like, I'll remember to do it while I'm recording. But I usually don't do too much of like fancy edits, because I prefer the raw footage kind of thing, and then people can just delve through what they want to see and what they don't want to see. So I think it makes it more efficient to me. And yeah, no, here you can see me use this guy. I forget what it's called, but you plant that shroom on top of the fume shrooms, and then it shoots. It does a lot of damage in a short area. So that's why I put the fume shroom all the way out there. And yeah, as you can see, when it gets to a very short radius, he does a lot of damage in all areas. Frankly, if you ask me, in my opinion, my Plants vs. Zombies expertise, I personally think that plant right there is arguably the worst plant in the game. Simply because the zombies have to be in a short radius and you have to plant the shrooms so weirdly. They're not really great without pumpkins attached to them, because they need to be closer to the zombies all the time, so it's not usually that helpful. They don't provide a lot of utility. Yeah, if I gotta be honest, I think that plant right there, whatever it's called, from Dave's shop, is arguably the worst plant in the game. Even so, I want to show it off, and I want to use it a little bit more, because I know I didn't use it too much either this time around when I played it, or any other time when I've really played it. And it was fun to do, especially because, once again, I forgot the Gravebuster is really efficient to use that guy. But now here we are at the final little mission, where it's just a scroll level, and you get to use a bunch of stuff. And I didn't do I'm not going to do the WW edits for like the really quick games for the Adventure 2, just because it's a lot of work, and also it goes by really quickly. And I'm sure I could slow the video back down, but I just don't feel like it. Regardless, yeah, no, so things are moving steadily, things are moving very quickly. I honestly thought this video was going to end up a lot longer than the daytime one. It felt like it went a lot longer than the other one. That's not to say that I don't enjoy it, it's just to say that, it gets repetitive when you sit down and play the whole game for an hour. Anyway, take it away, me.
Status update. Fact of the matter is, I finished the video I was watching. which was an hour and 30 minutes long, beating this. And my ears hurt from wearing the headphones. But another one done. Thank you everyone for watching. Later guys.